We are here with Relentless Nick Alwag. Hey man, nice to sit down and talk to you after we just did the presser outside. You're headlining RUF 38, opposed Marcus McGhee, and you guys have a little bit of history. Let's go ahead and talk about that.
I fought his teammate, I don't even know how long ago, man, like maybe 3-4 years ago. And then he fought the same night, actually before us, the night before I fought Talon. And then he's also fought a fellow teammate at a class above, so he's coming down to 135 and he'll be making his pro debut. So, I mean, he brings a lot of excitement, I bring a lot of excitement, so I think everyone's in for a treat, man.
Well, I do think that everybody's in for a treat. I actually caught your last fight over at the fairgrounds, if I'm not mistaken, if that was the last one you did fight at. And you put on a show for the fans. So what my question I'm going to ask you is this just the type of relentless that we can expect, you know, for the entirety of your career?
That's what I'm trying to bring to you guys. I mean, that's what I always wanted to be portrayed of. I mean, as growing up, I was a huge Arturo Gatti fan. I was a huge Julio Cesar Chavez fan. I just love the excitement that they bring, and of course Manny Pacquiao as well. You know, I love all the excitement that they bring and all the explosions. So those are my idols. Those are also what I'd like to mimic as well.
Okay, and so you talked a lot about boxers. So what have you been doing to work on at the opposite end of the spectrum?
Hey man, like it was actually, so my first background was actually TKD. I first started in Taekwondo and kickboxing. Then in high school, I don't know if you remember that old show, like the World of Jenks. They did that show on that episode on Anthony Pettis. Came through the same background I did. He did TKD first, started boxing. And I was already a little too old, I feel like, to try to start a boxing career where I was at, so I tried to make the transition, and that was the main motivation that got me into MMA. From when I first started following Pettis' career to where he is now, and now he's more, you know, more the complete package, so to say. Yeah. And that's what I would like to do with my career as well. Okay,
so your opponent, like I said, we've got a little bit of history for him, and you're headlining. Talk to me about the pressures of headlining RUF 38.
There's actually been 2 occasions. Actually, that night that we both fought on the same card, I was actually the co-main event. Talon Glasser and we fought for the co-main event that night. So that was my first time having a taste of the co-main event as an amateur, which is pretty cool. But this is my first time main event in a card. It's just another day in the office to me.
Okay, and then the last question I got for you, of course, I've been asking all the fighters because I like the juice, I like the intimate details, I like everything, right? So, how do you get it done, and in what round?
That's a good question, man. I haven't even thought about it that far. We've been focusing so hard in camp that, I mean, I definitely don't think the fight goes the entire distance. One of us is going down. We're gonna find out who's more mean and who can take the most.
Okay, and when they shove that microphone in your face, is there a name at the tip of your tongue after you get the win?
Oh man, I gotta focus on Marcus first.
Good answer.
You know, I mean, I'm under his wing right now, so I'm following his lead.
Okay, and that's Rich Rare Breed Hale. Any which way you say it, it sounds great.
I'm under Rich Hale and Mike King. They lead the way, and they have the controls right now, and I'm the one executing like in any other video game.
That's gotta be kind of cool, right?
Oh hell yeah, man!
All right, man. Well, hey, I appreciate the time. Good luck in the headliner. This is Relentless Nick Alwag, headlining RUF 38.